These audio files are the only primary account regarding the failed 2507 rebellion of the planet Janalian from the Polarian system. Virtually nothing is known of the state of the planet's final days before its fateful destruction in 2508. Historians have pieced together a rough timeline of the planet's history before the disconnect of all communication in 2508, including the massive human rights violation occurring on the planet prior to 2507, along with a rough timeline estimate of the failed student revolution of 2507. The whereabouts of the speaker, as of 2515, unknown. We hope you enjoy It Was Never Just About the Revolution, and please consider donating to the museum to continually produce high-quality historical exhibits.
It was the perfect night for stargazing and running away. That night, I did both. I thought it would be a bigger deal. Running away from you, I mean. You think that leaving, or perhaps ruining your entire life is so hard, but really, it's not. I had packed a bag with my favorite hoodie and jacket, a couple different outfits, some money, and some other supplies. And a gun. We're living in a war zone, aren't we? I left my phone, knowing that you, or anyone else, would be able to trace it, and grabbed that old iPod that we kept under the sugar in the cabinet with all the spices. I give you one last look, and memorized the outline and curve of your sleeping face. And then I walked out, put the key in the ignition, and drove away. I heard you on the radio today. You didn't sound as angry as I thought you would. Just disappointed. And how can I blame you? I left, didn't I? And not even disappointed in the way that I thought you'd be. Not the disappointed that you can ignore. Your disappointment was hidden in the slightest hinge of your words, the slightest pauses between breath, the slightest things that would have made anyone else hang on to every single word. But that's what got me. I started to listen to you and not your words. Inspiration aside, I realized that this wasn't our channel. It was a government one. And you weren't saying a rousing speech. It was a surrender. And then I realized something else. We had lost that night, and every single one of my friends was dead. I was on the road today. At least, I think that's how you're supposed to say that. Back on Earth, we had long done away with cars. Earth has this funny complex where we want everything to be the best and the newest and the greatest, while still staying exactly the same. It wasn't until I met you that I learned how to drive. But driving around, not even sure where I'm planning on going, it's breathtaking. Thank God the galaxy never got rid of the old highways. The universe is stretched out here. Nothing but an inky black sky and infinite stars, only to be chased away by city lights. Perhaps this is my fault, but I didn't quite realize how difficult it would be to be a part of an illegal revolution. At least, until I ran away from aforementioned illegal revolution. It's kind of weird to see us from a different perspective. I saw us all on a wanted poster, which is ridiculously strange. They used proper mugshots for all the rest of us from that one time we got arrested at that rally. You swooped in and broke us out before they ran our prints and found out who we really were. But your wanted poster was that one of you standing on that broken car that we found. You're standing and yelling, the sky a painted backdrop behind you. Almost everything about you is shining. I think that's the day that all of us stopped being random rebels. That's the day we became the revolution. Anyway, that wanted poster was on my way into Estrella. I didn't get recognized, but frankly, I don't think it matters in the least. The government thinks that I died alongside of the rest of you anyway. They talked about you on the radio again today. I had to turn the damn thing off, but not before I heard them. Talking about the names of the dead and acting as if their deaths meant anything. They didn't. And maybe that's why you sounded so broken. Because that one fight that you and I had, the one night before I left, it was just about that. It was about if anything that we did mattered. You had yelled, insisting that of course what we did mattered, and that I was a damn fool for believing anything different. And I may have been, and I may still be a goddamn fool, Sin, but Trayvon, Jayara, and Iris, and you, Sin, you are damned fools too. And they all died knowing I was right. I don't quite know what I'm going to do. Just yet, at least. I have a while. Right now, I'm sitting in a coffee shop. That one that you said that we were always going to go to when it was all over. You were right. Estrella really is beautiful in their spring. The planet's natural bioluminescence is a sight to see, everything bathed in such a natural pale white light. The way you described it, it sounded like heaven. And to be fair, if you were raised in an earthen monotheistic religion, it does do a pretty damn good impression. And you were right again. Their moonflower tea is the best in the galaxy. Extra points for the mini glow stars they put on their biscotti. And despite everything, I still wish you were here with me to experience it. You were on the TV today. Admittedly, it was nice to see your face rather than just your broken voice on the radio. Our government really does know how to drag a shit show out. Before I joined the rest of you, I wanted to be a lawyer. I actually still believed there might have been something in the shambles of our legal system that I could save. By my rather foggy estimation, I'm going to have to see you on that damn screen for the next year and a half. And goddamn, I would give absolutely anything to save you. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do anything. But
Shit. It Was Never Just About the Revolution is a production of the Multiversal Podcasting Network. It's written, produced, and created by Jacqueline Cho, performed by Sunny Chang, composed by Rachel Leotta, and edited by Lottie Dance. The voice of the Curator was Lottie Dance. Our amazing logo was designed by Arunica Cannon. Be sure to check out more of their work on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr at Avocado Artist. Have any comments, questions, or just want to say hi? Email us at iwnjatrpodcast@gmail.com or find us on Twitter at iwnjatrpodcast. Special thanks to all at the Multiversal Podcasting Network. If you're interested in seeing any more shows from the network, check us out on Twitter at Multiversal Pods and Tumblr at Multiversal Podcasting Network.